Hello everyone. So here we are. This is day 3. I'm going to go ahead. My book is getting really chunky and I have plans for a shaker pocket towards the end, so I'm kind of curious as to how that's all going to work. But that's alright. So today before I got on camera, I hand stitched this little Project Life card, and I'm going to use all products from Cocoa Vanilla Studios' Love Always collection. It is kind of a wedding-centric collection, and these are not wedding photos, but the colors are gorgeous, and I feel like I can make them work with my page. And I don't have wedding pictures to scrapbook, so I'm going to go ahead and do it. So I've hand-stitched on that Project Life card. I hand-stitched in gray over the heart, and then I also did a border around the outside in pink. So I'm going through all of my pages. I'm picking the papers that I want. I'm trying not to cut into brand new sheets of paper, but I do end up doing that anyway. I end up cutting into that floral paper. And I only took a little bit, what I needed off the bottom, and then I went ahead and I used that little piece in total, the whole thing. You'll see that as this layout continues. And so yeah, I'm just going through everything. I think maybe I used some of that one too, but I don't quite remember. So I don't like the sentiment. So the sentiment on this heart that I stitched says, "You stole my heart." And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover it with some of the puffy stickers so that it says wonderful memories. And then I'm going to use a ton of wick glue on the back of this card so it dries completely. And yeah, I think that's it. I was just checking to make sure there wasn't anything else I wanted to do, but really I wanted this card to show off my hand stitching. And so that's what I did. This 2-page spread, I'm also using it for my entry in Christina Sorge's challenge over at the Crafty Maven Getaway. Her challenge was to use hand stitching on a project. It could be a little bit or a lot. And that challenge is actually what made me go ahead and decide I was stitching on this double page pocket, because I decided that stitching would be something fun that I could do a little bit different. So this is a photo. This is me actually, huh? And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to back this together banner with gray because I didn't like the pink on the pink. So I'm going to go ahead and back it with the gray, and then everything is getting inked with Hickory Smoke Distress ink. And then I just added a puffy sticker and a die cut piece that was a banner to the top, to that open area at the top of the page. And I'm going to add a couple of these little word strips that were on the bottom of the sticker sheet. And so I'm just going to place those around and get them organized and situated and where I wanted. So yeah. Next up is this little card with, this is actually a 4-generation picture. So that's my brother and his daughter and my mom and my grandmother. And so I wanted to showcase this photo. I'm going to go ahead and use some of this floral paper and fussy cut one of the flower clusters at the top. And then I'm just going to kind of put it at the top, trim off the edges. And then I don't remember what I add to this card. I don't remember if I add anything. Oh, I add this little, okay, I do remember now. So I'm going to add this little gray strip, which is on the cut apart sheet that looks like, it's like these little hearts. Very kind of tone on tone. I'm going to place that there, and then I believe I get this chipboard piece, yep, and add it right there on top. And then I am going to go ahead and use staples on different elements of this card. Kind of looking, I think, about this ampersand, but I'm actually going to use this on another photo as I go through, and that will complete this one. So now I have this pretty floral paper, and And I'm going to bring these florals and the hearts. Those are kind of the icons I went with when I was looking through here. So I'm staying away from the arrows and different things. I am going to use some of this chipboard, but all of this chipboard, I'm going to pull the back off of them and glue them down, mostly just for the bulk aspect, because again, my next 2-page layout, I want to add a shaker element too, which could get bulky, right? So yeah. So I'm going to take a bunch of layers off of this card, off of this chipboard, and then I'm going to glue it down with some tacky glue, and then I'm going to add a staple to the top. Voila! And then I'm also going to add this little, so what I did was I added this label to give it some color, which is a sticker, and then I'm going to add one of the little phrase stickers and pop it into that one right there. Easy and done. So my next 2-sided page has 2 filler cards. I'm going to slip these into the pockets. And the other part of this spread is going to have 2 filler cards, which I generally, I would rather there just be 1 and more photos, but these were the last 2 photos that went with this occasion, and I didn't want to add just another like random picture in there, so I didn't. I am going to start pulling out some of these other bits and pieces from the Love Always collection, and I do end up using some of those black enamel dots just to bring a little bit of a little something onto this page. So these pages coordinate, but I didn't do what I normally do, which is really try to make them matchy-matchy, only because I had that hand stitching on the one card, so I figured to make this side of the card special, I would just put enamel dots on this side. I'm just going to flip through here, I'm going to look and see what I have. I decide that I'm going to layer up some of the stickers, and with this other love, it's like a, like a tag, and I thought it was really cute. So this is a sticker, and I'm just going to add an enamel dot to the top in lieu of any kind of tag, just because that makes it quick and easy, and it fills up the hole and makes me happy that there are no naked holes, and I'm good. This is just a little circle. I'm going to add it there, and then I'm going to do the same thing where I pull off a ton of the, you can see it up there at the top, I pulled a whole bunch of chipboard off the back to make it a little bit thinner, and then I added a couple of enamel dots. So this one here, I know I want to put just a little bit of cluster of something across the bottom, and I kind of just start adding stuff, and then I think, well, I don't really want the pink, and what I end up doing is using this, just these last little leftover bits of this floral paper. I was determined that since I cut into that big sheet of 12 by 12, I was not going to waste this paper at all. I was going to use as much of it as I could on this double page spread. So I love this thing that says love this. It has a little heart, but I don't like the arrow, and the arrow is pointing the wrong way. So I'm going to set it up on my card so that the arrow is off the page, not even there, don't even need it, and then I'm just going to go ahead and snip it off. And then that little pink heart that's on there, that is the same design in the heart that's on that I stitched. So I thought that that brought the pages together really well. And then there is that pink ampersand. And I'm going to add a little bit of pops of black with these enamel dots onto this page as well. Oh, this was weird. I know what I'm doing here. So this enamel dot, like, it came off with the backing paper, which is, I don't know. It was very odd. It was a very odd enamel dot, but I got it off and it was sticky and fine. Oddness, I don't know. So this is going to be my other filler card, and I wanted to stamp the date on it, so I layered up a little pink sticker behind the label piece, and I'm so glad that I cut 2 of these out, and I had 2 of these because I stamped the date backwards. It should say February 20th, not February 2nd. So I had to tear it off. Fortunately, I did in fact have 2 of these, so I just replaced it and then stamped the date accurately. And I added that cute little puffy sticker to the top. And now this is going to be my last card for this spread, and I'm going to use a little bit more of that floral paper. I was really proud of myself. I took that 4-inch strip and I really made it work. So I'm just happy about that. Unfortunately, with this particular card, you can't really see the pink stripe that's behind them because I, end up covering it up, but that's okay. This didn't fit 100% on there, but so I decided to make it left justified or right justified, and then there's a little gap at the other side, but I decided I wasn't going to worry too much about it. I'm actually going to end up covering it up. You see me here kind of fiddling with it because I realized that it's just not wide enough, but that's okay. So I decided to do it like that with that little gap, and then I'm going to fill that gap in with a sticker that says Picture Perfect. I was really hoping this sticker would fit a little bit better on this card, but in the end I decided that since I had the wording there, I would just let it go. I kind of have this thing about the last card. I end up, when I get to the last card, I'm like, okay, this is the last card. And then I want to just kind of be quick with it. And it's always funny because it always ends up being the card that takes me the longest because I'm just never quite sure what I want to do. So I cut that banner piece off that heart, and I'm going to just kind of like cluster in just a little bit of things here. Nothing too exciting, I don't think. A couple more. I found a couple of the little tiny word stickers that worked really well, and that is going to complete this card. I'm so glad you joined me today for my 3rd pocket page spread video, and tomorrow I should have one that includes a little shaker element, which would be super duper cute, so you don't want to miss that one. But yeah, I hope are enjoying this little mini marathon series on my channel. I hope you are finding it useful and helpful, and be inspiring you to create a little pocket page for someone in your family maybe. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. We're just going to get this into our overly crazy chunky book. I'm going to get it all in. I'm going to get all the first 6 months of her pictures into this book. I promise. It's going to happen. I only have 2 more after this, I think. Yeah. So have a wonderful day, and I will see you again tomorrow. Bye.